After I defeated The Miz, my WWE career really started to take off. I won the Money in the Bank briefcase and then cashed it in to beat The Big Show for my first World Heavyweight Championship.
Can you believe it? Daniel Bryan is the new World Heavyweight Champion.
But for every step forward, it seemed like I took 2 steps back. One was pretty big, when at WrestleMania in 2012, I lost the world title in just 18 seconds.
Oh man! A rope kick by Sheamus! Oh my God! Sheamus is the world champion! That may be one of the fastest title changes in the history of WrestleMania!
After that, I was angry and wanted to blame a lot of people for my failure. But it actually led to one of the most enjoyable times of my career.
Daniel Bryan's forced to go to anger management with that man. No!
I formed an unlikely partnership with Kane.
Shut your mouth right now!
The devil's favorite demon is nothing without the world's toughest vegan! No! 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 No!
Kane is one of my favorite people. We almost have the same sense of humor.
Daniel Bryan and Kane hugging out tonight. This is the most awkward and weird thing I've ever seen. There we go, yes! They hugged it out. Anger management, I believe, has been a success.
We just had a lot of fun.
We watch each other's back. Team Hell No style.
We had our first shot at the Tag Team Championships when we faced Kofi Kingston and R-Truth at Night of Champions in 2012.
We're in Boston in a building where many great champions have been crowned, and right now, the tag team titles are on the line. The champions, Kofi Kingston and R-Truth against the unlikely team of Daniel Bryan and Kane.
Talk about an odd couple, Michael. With everything we've seen from Bryan and Kane in the past few weeks, I gotta wonder if Dr. Shelby's anger management therapy can turn these two into a cohesive unit.
What do you know about therapists, Saxton? They've been thrusted into this position while the champions have been centered around their teamwork for the past 5 months. Kane and Bryan only have anger management in common. I wouldn't call that a building block towards tag team titles. Oh, right to the body. That hurt. Guys from the WWE Universe has the power on Monday Night Raw. They can be really nutty. Case in point, a few weeks ago, the WWE Universe voted on social media to have Daniel Bryan and Kane hug it out in the middle of the ring. Yes, folks, hug it out.
Yeah, it was not a sight we usually see in a WWE ring. Kane and Daniel appeared to be two people that have never given a hug in their whole life. An awkward moment that showed they both still had a ways to go in their anger management.
Oh, my.
Well, if you're a believer in anger management therapy, then Dr. Shelby has done a great job with Kane and Daniel Bryan.
Well, what if I'm not a believer in anger management therapy? Mind you, therapy from some quack doctor that I'm pretty sure was certified on the internet, if at all. Well, Corey, they are out here trying to work together right now. This is at least some testament to how much of an impact anger management has held. You know, I have to say, I've seen some progress in Kane and Daniel Bryan's anger management. I don't think they are all the way there, but there's been definite progress.
I see it too, Michael. We don't see Daniel screaming in the face of fans anymore. He's keeping his composure pretty well. And Kane, well, Kane is still Kane. There is some deep-rooted trouble within that monster. In comparing Daniel Bryan and Kane's progress in therapy, I think there are two different cases. Bryan had an emotional breakdown brought on by the WWE Universe, whereas Kane has just been sick and demented since birth.
Well, one of those things for sure. They're both off their rocker in my estimation.
Great job, Dr. Cole.
Wicked clothesline. Whoa, down he goes. That was impressive. Looking for all the glory here.
Yeah, I don't believe that he didn't win this match right there.
Not yet. Kane with the excellent move to get out. Daniel Bryan has so much on his mind right now. He was ballistic in a WWE2K19 interview. The problem is, oh, and he makes the tag.
That was a game changer right there, Michael.
Big backdrop. Lariat. Down he goes.
That'll do it every time.
We touched on how much is going through Daniel Bryan's head right now. Again, this all started when Daniel Bryan thought the fans were embracing him. And then when he realized they were actually humiliating him by repeating his yes chant, Daniel Bryan just snapped.
And that's one of the reasons he seemingly has gone off the deep end as of late. And as a result, the Raw general manager forced Daniel Bryan to attend anger management therapy. Ever since Kofi and R-Truth became allies, they've been on a tear in WWE. They know how to work together as a tag team. Then on the other side of the ring, judging from the last few weeks, Kane and Daniel Bryan are far from being on the same page.
Same page? Daniel and Kane aren't even reading the same book. Whereas Kofi and Truth, they're finishing each other's sentences. We talk about being on the same page, and Truth and Kofi certainly are. But what do you think Kane and Daniel Bryan's shared experience in anger management can create a chemistry of sorts? Kofi and Truth have held those titles for 5 months. It'd be ridiculous to think that trust falls and yelling at kids wearing goat masks for a couple of weeks is going to get you the same kind of chemistry the tag team champions have. Showing off some of his speed there. Classic! Oh, no.
I don't like how this is looking for R-Truth.
Can we address R-Truth and little Jimmy, please? If anyone needs Dr. Shelby, it's R-Truth. The guy's seeing things. He's holding ropes to let an imaginary person into the ring. Forget Daniel Bryan and Kane. Someone please help R-Truth. I think R-Truth is doing just fine. This week, WWE.com had a pictorial about little Jimmy's family. Portraits like little Jimmy and a birthday party hat. Pretty fabulous. Oh, man! Ouch. Cole, I was reaching out to get R-Truth help for his imaginary delusion, but you're here enabling self-destructive behavior. We know what having imaginary friends well into adulthood can do to a person. We've seen what it's done to Saxton. Well, here's a cover. And he breaks up the pinfall. Right to the back. Hooked up.
So, Michael, let me ask you, did Daniel Bryan's anger management issues begin way back in April at WrestleMania, when Bryan, who was World Heavyweight Champion at the time, lost his title to Sheamus in a record 18 seconds? It's been haunting Daniel Bryan for months.
Yes, it did. Listen, Daniel Bryan confessed that WrestleMania was the most embarrassing moment of his whole life, and that's including the time his fiancée left him at the altar. Come to think of it, that was this year, too. I can't blame Daniel for feeling some stress.
Whoa. Lie detector.
Hey, Byron, what's up? Here he goes for the win! Looking to steal one there, perhaps.
I don't think his opponent was expecting that.
And no luck against Kane there. Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy. Here he goes. Oh, and he releases the hold. Wow. Part of me thought that was it, Cole. We've been seeing Daniel and Kane in therapy for weeks now. Oh, no. Kane with a vice-like grip on his opponent's skull.
I don't like how this is looking for R-Truth.
That could procure the win for Kane. Here comes Daniel Bryan sending Kingston across the ring. And Daniel Bryan looking to put Kofi Kingston away for the tag team titles. Kingston's in trouble. The Canes are in peril. The Big Red Machine making the long climb to the top.
Bryan, Kane with the tag.
Oh, not at all.
and Kane. Tag team champions. Kane can't believe it. Daniel Bryan is celebrating.
No amount of therapy could have prepared the WWE Universe for this. This is going to be a disaster.
Can you imagine Kane and Daniel Bryan as tag team champions?
You don't have to imagine it. It's a reality.
And it's weird.
I guess anger management worked. It will at least somewhat, right?
Team champions! I am the tag team champions! I am the tag team champions!
Can't even agree who the real champion is.
I am the tag team champions! 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 I am the tag team champions!
They can't even enjoy the victory together. The Big Red Machine certainly not pleased with the situation, but he can't call himself one half of the tag team champions.